The fact that you started discounting your prices or competed on price can sometimes work against you. This was a question that came up in one of my Ask Me Anything sessions that I recently held, and it's how do I get on preferred vendors lists? Now, I know a lot of wedding pros are always asking this because it's a great way to get business, right? It's a great way to just have referrals coming to you, especially when they're coming from like a wedding venue or a photographer. You can just have leads coming through and you don't have to do a ton of work. But how do you actually get on that? Well, I'm going to give you 3 tips that have worked really well for my clients and 3 that I know that I enjoy, especially when people are reaching out to me to collaborate. So the first tip is to actually just deliver exceptional service. This should go without saying, but if you're working with any vendor, if you're just doing a really good job, if you're delivering service that their clients are pleased with, that their clients are having an amazing experience with, that will lead to them giving back really good feedback or just having a great review, it goes without saying that they're more than likely to refer you, right? If they know their client experience is pretty much locked and you're going to do a great job, referring you just becomes automatic at this point. Now, if you're not doing that, if you're not doing the above and beyond and really just making a client feel special, then you're going to run into an issue. And the issue is that when they're now at the point where they're putting together a preferred vendors list or a client is asking them for a referral, more than likely they're going to go with the client that they know, the vendor that they know will give their client the best experience. So if you can do that, number one, you've already opened the door, right? So just be sure that you're delivering an amazing experience at all times. Number 2 is that you do need to build strong relationships. Yes, I do have to say this one again because a lot of times when people want to get on preferred vendors list, one, they'll start with people that they don't know. So you're contacting a venue or a vendor that you've never had contact with. You're new to them and they walk in the door and immediately they expect that they would just ask and get put on the list. You do need to build that relationship, especially when this person is not familiar with you. They don't know, they have no proof of your work, they've had no relationship with you. Chances are, unless you're somehow offering them a case full of money, they're not just going to add you to their preferred vendors list. So you do need to build a strong relationship. And I like to tell my clients, always ensure that when you're having these conversations with people, when you're trying to build that connection, don't focus so much on the thing that the thing that you were getting from them. How can I get you to send me clients? How can I get you to send me leads? That's not the thing to focus on. What you really do want to do is you want to focus on the value that you're bringing to them, the potential revenue that you're bringing to them, because at the end of the day, they are a business. They speak money. They want to know that, okay, if they're doing any kind of partner or vendor relationship, referral relationship with you, they're going to benefit from it. So don't start conversation talking about all the ways in which you're going to benefit while asking the other person to do something for you to benefit. You get what I'm saying. So ensure that you're also providing them an opportunity to see how this could work for them and their business. Number 3, and I like to keep this one for the last possible tip, and here's why. The reason for this is because the tip is about offering competitive pricing. I try to tell my clients to use this one sparingly and use this one very carefully. I'm someone where I don't like to use price as a competitive advantage, only because eventually when you're trying to book a certain type of client and you're trying to land eventually higher end clients, the fact that you started discounting your prices or competed on price can sometimes work against you. However, when you're at the place where you're trying to really build your business, if offering a competitive pricing is the way to get you in the door, look at your business, look at your financial situation and see if it's viable. If it's possible, then use it as an option. So what you can do, what that actually looks like, is just saying to the venue, or sorry, I keep saying wedding venue, but usually any vendor, my example is just a wedding venue, is you can say to them, I can offer any person that you refer over, any lead you refer over, a discount on my services. But this would only apply to customers who are coming through you. And for example, if this is a wedding venue, you could say any client that's booked your venue space, if they're looking for a planner, I'm happy to give them a 10% or 20%, whatever works for you, discount on my services. Now, something like that where you offer a competitive but also exclusive discount might work in getting you in a preferred vendors list, because at least this person knows, okay, if they know you and if they know about your services and the kind of experience that they know this client's going to get, they're more than happy to refer them for that. But at the same time, they know their client might be pleased because they're able to save a couple of bucks that they can use towards something else for their event. I want to actually jump in and give a bonus tip as well, because just of a lot of things that I see when people reach out to me and they're trying to collaborate or partner in some way. The one thing I'm going to say as a bonus is that you do need to be reliable and responsible. The reason I say this is sometimes people, they're looking for these vendor relationships. You want to build a relationship, you want to get leads, you want people to send you clients. That's what we all want. We want to see our business grow. But at the same time, they lack accountability and reliability once they do have those relationships in place. So if you promise you will do something when you're working with this vendor, please ensure that you carry through. Please ensure that you say you're going to follow up when you do, show up when you're supposed to, send the client something when you're supposed to. Ensure that you're reliable, because reliability can make or break a lot of partnerships and a lot of vendor relationships. So whatever you say you're going to do, follow through on it. This is where I tell my clients, make sure you're using your calendars. I know we all get busy. You have multiple events you're juggling at any different time. You still have a family. You still have a life. You might have kids. There's so many things going on. You're running your business, right? Whatever that is for you, I get it. However, you have a calendar, you have your schedulers, use them to your advantage. Add reminders as you need to, just to ensure that you're staying on top of this. I like to also use this for like birthdays. So when I'm trying to build relationship with people and I really want them to know that I'm thinking of them, that they're top of mind, I don't leave stuff like anniversaries and birthdays in my brain, because you know what? I know it's gonna fall off because I have a lot of things stored in there, a lot of reminders, right? I'm a mom. I have to remember all the things for me, all the things for my partner, all the things for my child, right? There's so many things going on. So I always like to just add these things to my calendar. This can be done for anything, whether it's remembering to send a client an email, remembering to send that venue or that vendor a gift because, maybe they sent you a lead and you're really grateful. Add all of these calendar reminders to help you be reliable. So those are all my tips. Honestly, use them. Let me know how they work. Drop a comment below if you have any other questions. And if you're in the place in your business where you feel like you're going through, but you're really not getting to where you need to be, you're struggling to get those leads in, and this is might be why you're trying to really build that vendor relationship, reach out to me. I do offer digital marketing services, done for you marketing, where I take over your marketing for you. Just reach out. Let's see if this is something that can work for your business, or at least where you are right now. At least you can learn what you're doing wrong and things you might need to fix, even if they're not getting fixed by me. Thanks so much for watching, and of course, see you on the next video.